Jurassic Park star Sam Neill crumpled as his doctor revealed the scan results. "I had stage 3 cancer, with tumors galore," he says. "I needed chemotherapy." He was in Los Angeles last summer promoting Jurassic World Dominion, his third outing as dinosaur detective Dr. Alan Grant in the blockbuster 6-film franchise, when swollen lymph glands sent him to the doctor. Diagnosed with ferocious blood cancer, his lymphoma initially retreated under chemotherapy, but weeks later returned, raging like an angry T-Rex. The chemo was not working, and the tumors were on the march again, he recalls. Turning instead to an experimental new drug, Neill was relieved to learn recently that his cancer was in remission. "A few hours ago I was a dying man," he thought. "Dying with dignity. Now I'm a living man, with every intent of going on living and living and living." Dignity abandoned. Neill, 75, reveals his roller coaster fight for survival in his candid new memoir, Did I Ever Tell You This?, which was published this week. "I'm not off the hook as such," he says, "but there's no cancer in my body. I'm alive and kicking and I'm going to work." The hunt for Red October star begins filming next week on his latest movie, Apples Never Fall, opposite Annette Bening, and is very happy to be going back to work. Neill wrote his memoir over the past 8 months while his life hung in the balance. He began writing vignettes from his life as a way to keep busy while undergoing treatment. "The thing is, I'm crook. Possibly dying," he writes in Chapter 1. "I may have to speed this up." The star of many films, including My Brilliant Career and The Piano, explains, "I needed something to do while I was undergoing treatment. I am used to going to work and I suddenly couldn't go to work." Neill's memoir is a humorous, self-deprecating love letter to a life well lived. "I'm not a celebrity," he says. "Having a life that's private is frankly priceless." Posing in 1988 with Meryl Streep for photographers at the Cannes Film Festival premiere of A Cry in the Dark, he recalls their shouts, "Meryl! Meryl! Over here! Sam! Sam! Get out of the way!" When he met feminist icon Germaine Greer at a party in 1979, she looked him up and down and said, "Well, I wouldn't him," and walked away. Sitting next to Princess Diana at the 1993 premiere of Jurassic Park, Neill was horrified when his 10-year-old son, Tim, seated on his other side, broke wind throughout the movie. "I was aghast. She can only have thought it was me," he says. Diana left without saying a word to him. He has appeared on screen with Arnold Schwarzenegger, shorter than Neill, he was surprised to learn, John Gielgud, hilariously foul-mouthed, and Tracy Ullman, funny as a fight, but saves the best anecdotes for adventures with unknown friends and strangers. While happy to tell tales of Australian star Brian Brown's boozing and comedy star Robin Williams' depression, "The funniest person I ever worked with. The saddest person I ever met," he respects the privacy of the women he has loved and lost. There is little mention in his memoir of his son Tim's mother, actress Lisa Harrow, and he treads gently when mentioning his wife of 27 years, makeup artist Noriko Watanabe, following their split in 2017. "I'm a crusty old bachelor now," he says. They have a daughter, Elena, 26, and he adopted stepdaughter Maiko, 35, but Neill never mentions the son he fathered in his early 20s, given up for adoption, with whom he reunited in 1994. A Royal Irish Fusiliers officer's son, he was born Nigel John Dermot Neill on a kitchen table at a farmhouse in Omagh, Northern Ireland, in 1947, while the midwife shooed away pigs. He overcame whooping cough, a childhood stutter, and moving at the age of 7 with his family to New Zealand. Loathing the name Nigel, at the age of 11 he changed it to Sam, because in Westerns people were called things like Sam. He launched his acting career as a bridesmaid in a school production of The Pirates of Penzance, but assumed he would follow his father into the military. The idea that I could become an actor, a screen actor, was something so far over someone else's horizon that I never gave it a second thought, he says. He acted at university, but quit at 25, deciding there was no way in the world one could expect to make a proper living as an actor. While editing and directing New Zealand government documentaries, he also acted in one which caught the eye of director Roger Donaldson, who cast him in the 1977 movie Sleeping Dogs. A film festival hit, it won Neill his breakthrough role starring opposite Judy Davis in My Brilliant Career. I am a completely untutored actor, he admits, and at times the demands of roles have left him reeling. Shooting a violent scene in 1981 horror drama Possession, the director insisted he repeatedly slap co-star Isabelle Adjani, bloodying her mouth. After finishing the scene, I put my head in my hands and wept for 10 minutes, he says. I was convulsed with shock and sadness. Filming 1993's The Piano, he had to drag Holly Hunter through mud and chop off one of her fingers, but she didn't trust him not to get carried away. I'm still a little hurt that she insisted that my axe was swapped for a rubber replica, he admits. But Neill felt real danger when attacked by Oscar winner William Hurt while filming Until the End of the World in 1991. Bill was much bigger than me and he had a mad method acting thing about him, Neill recalls. When he wrestled me to the ground and put me in a choke I thought he was trying to kill me. He seemed far too out of control and I was in pain. I never really trusted him again. Neill, who received a knighthood last year, is happiest on his New Zealand farm, with its vineyard, animals and orchards. Rendered bald by chemotherapy, his hair is growing back, though he was shocked by his appearance without facial hair after 15 years with a beard. Time has not been kind, he says. I am positively wizened. Despite more than 80 movies, Neill will always be remembered for his battles with prehistoric reptiles. Playing King Charles II in 1995 costume drama Restoration, with Hugh Grant and Meg Ryan, flamboyantly dressed in period garb, Neill was met on set by his 5-year-old daughter Elena. "Daddy," she asked, "where are the dinosaurs?" Despite health issues, Neill clearly appreciates the good fortune that has blessed his adventures in Hollywood. I never thought I would have a career as an actor, let alone an actor on screen, he admits. I am full of gratitude looking back on life, and that's what the book is about. He now embraces each day with gusto. I'm not afraid of dying, he says. If they give me 4 weeks to live, that's 4 weeks of living, and thanks for that. The dying part I wouldn't care less about. But he admits, I'd prefer to live. Did I ever tell you this? By Sam Neill, Michael Joseph, 25 pounds, is out now. For free UK PNP, visit Express Bookshop. gmail.com or call 020-3176-3832.